Alright, man. I'm gonna go off course a little bit. This is what I want to talk about today: meditation and how it changed my life. Once again, my name is Amir. Last name speaks, ironically. That's all I do. Love to meet new people, but, anyways, that is not about the topic we are discussing today. My bad. I was looking at my computer and I kind of got stuck over my words, tripped over my words, whatever. But this is how meditation changed my life, what I've noticed since I've been meditating. And I've fallen off the bandwagon so I can speak from both angles. See, when it comes to meditation, the key to it is consistency. And if you're not consistent, you will not see results. You will not feel the results, I should say. And if you're looking out for results, you will not see results. You have to let it happen naturally. You have to let it occur naturally. You can't be on the lookout. It's kind of like when you first start working out. If you check how much weight you lost every single day, you will not lose any weight because you're putting your body in that state of, confusion, and not letting it do its thing naturally. You're trying to force it. Nothing happens with it. Nothing happens by force that is of good quality or good in general. If you force anything, you're bound to make mistakes or miss the lesson or the lesson that was supposed to be at hand in the first place. I'm talking really fast. I don't know why, and I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep going. But anyways, this I'm on my knees right now, chilling, looking at my computer. But anyways, this is how meditation changed my life. What I've noticed, the benefits of meditating. Number one, and I guess I'll just name like five. I don't want to make this video too long. But anyways, the number one thing is I notice I do not trip out or flip out over small things anymore. Things that used to get on my nerves, they kind of roll off my back as if I'm a duck in water. Nothing can penetrate my shell unless I allow it to. Those little annoying things like traffic and people doing certain things, or me having to complete certain tasks during the day that used to annoy me, it no longer bothers me. And let's just say somebody brought some drama to you, it will not affect you. You'll kind of tune out of it. I notice I've been doing that a lot lately. If me and a person are not on the same frequency or vibration and they're talking to me, then my body and my mind automatically tune out. I mean, I'll be looking at them, eye contact in the whole 9 yards, but my body will tune out. It's kind of like a way of my body protecting itself from the influence of others. I guess that's my energetic barrier, you know? And it keeps me protected from any negativity. So the second thing I notice is that I'm a lot more calm, and it takes a lot to get a rise out of me. You could call me names, you could say whatever you want to say, you could be the most negative person in the world, and I'll pretty much remove myself from the situation. Instead of reacting, I respond, you know? Instead of acting out of emotions, I sit there, think, and if I feel like responding, I will. If not, then I won't talk to you anymore. I just won't. I'd rather dismiss myself from the situation instead of going to any type of drama, you know. And when people bring, I guess, their daily frustrations to me, or their daily challenges, or whatever it is that they're going through, they bring that to me, I usually tell them to get to the point, because if we're talking about problems and no solutions, then what are we really talking about? I refuse to be anybody's emotional dump or a victim of an emotional drive-by. I refuse to be that guy. I'm just not. And the third thing is I stopped caring what people think, you know? Like, usually I'll pick my hair, I'll brush my face, and when I do all those things, I would have some nice clothes on, whatever, and, you know, fresh shoes and whatnot, and usually I would care, you know. I really do not care what another person thinks. I mean, why wouldn't take it? I care what people think, but I don't let it dictate what I do in the direction I take my life in, you know. So No one has control over what I do besides me. Regardless of someone's opinion of me or someone's opinion of you, it doesn't have to become your reality. You don't have to react to everyone's opinion or what someone had to say about your physical appearance or what you had on. Or it's just really next level. I really don't. I really do not care, honestly. And when it comes to dealing with situations that, because like I said, I have muscular dystrophy and I walk kind of funny, so I have to walk in front of people. And I'd say that's the biggest hump. And I'm slowly but surely getting over that again. And I will walk in front of people, and instead of stopping and waiting for them to walk around me or stopping because I don't want them to see me walk, I'll continue walk. I will face that fear head on, opposed to diverting from the original route or plan, or deviating or jumping off course or derailing or altering what I had planned in order to compensate for what I'm feeling or what I think another person is thinking at that moment, when I know for a fact that I have no control over what people think about me, what people say about me, so if you have absolutely no control over that, why would you spend your time, effort, and energy thinking about another person and what they think of you? Why not spend your time thinking about how you can improve yourself instead of thinking about how you can improve yourself for others and the way that they see you? The more work you do on yourself, the better the outlook people will have on you. It's almost as if you have a bright light shining on you, and people can sense it and feel it, and your energy is raw, and it's magnetic, and it's pretty addictive. Like I'd honestly say I'm a magnetic person. I attract really interesting people, good people. I used to attract really bad people when I was drinking alcohol and doing drugs and whatnot, but now I attract some pretty interesting people, and they come in all different shapes, sizes, and forms. They might even be homeless or in a dire situation. You just never know. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Period. Shouldn't jump to conclusions. You should kind of keep it plain and simple, salt and pepper, peanut butter and jelly type of simple, and don't go into a situation where you're judging someone. But anyways, this segment was about fear. And I get over all my fears and whatnot, and it's part of the reason why I'm doing this YouTube. Out of nowhere, I got the feeling that I should start doing this, and I'm doing it. And I have a lot of people who support me in this. I make videos every day for Instagram and for Facebook, but I haven't made a YouTube video in a few days. Not sure why, I just didn't feel like it was right, but now it feels like the right time. But anyways, the third one was fear. The fourth benefit of meditation. Oh, it sounds like one of those official YouTube guys. The fourth benefit of meditation. Just sit back, relax, and let me tell you about my life. But anyways, the fourth benefit of meditation is your mind and your thought process is a lot clearer. You see, I heard this in somebody else's video, and he put it the best, and I always say it. People don't really understand. You see the world for what it is. Small things. You can enjoy small things again, like nature, looking at trees and the sun and birds and insects and things like that. They interest you again, because you're actually taking the time to slow down and live in that stillness and not always rushing to this and rushing to that, and my phone went off, if I don't get it I'm gonna die, I have to go get my phone. Or rushing to your job, rushing to school, rushing to all these things, and you have to realize you only have one life, so you really have to spend your time doing the things that you like to do, so I would honestly say it your mind is clear. Everything that you look at, anybody that you listen to, If somebody comes to you with a BS situation, you can see right through it instantaneously. If you hear different messages, you get different messages from different things. Like I used to watch movies for action and whatnot, but now I can kind of see the silver lining and the lesson behind it, and I get a lot more from things that I didn't. Somebody's outside yelling. Understand fully before, and no one can really get over it. It's like you speak another language because you're literally tuning in to them and what they're saying. If it doesn't add up or vibrate well with you or match up to your frequency, you will detect that. You will sense that, and when you're looking out into the world, you just, I can't explain it. It's hard to put. It's difficult to put in a word. You just see everything clear. Everything is clear, crystal clear, crystal. Everything that did not make sense to me before now makes perfect sense. You know, I'm able to focus on things if I so choose. You know, I'm able to get a lot more done. And that's just due to seeing things clearly. You have to have something to focus on. You have to have something to focus on. I also practice no-fap as well, and that's like no porn and masturbation and like having meaningless sex and stuff like that. And that's like, that'll go into another video, but that's coupled with meditation. And I would say the last benefit of meditation is just a peace of mind. And you just get a peace of mind. Nothing can penetrate you. Nothing can get to you unless you allow it to. And that kind of plays on what I said earlier in the video, but I want to stress that nothing can get to you unless you allow it to, you know. So all of those external things that used to bother you have no effect on you because you know you control the outcome of your life. You control what you do with you. You control what you say. You control as to whether or not you accomplish your goals. You control that. No one else has control over your life, only you. You can choose to externalize your power, but I wouldn't suggest that because it leaves you in a very vulnerable situation. And vulnerability can be good if you take advantage of it in the right way. But anyways, man. And I guess just to add a little bonus at the end, you have to be careful about what you digest with your eyes, your ears, and food as well. That all ties into how you feel internally and the projection that you put onto people and how people view you based on what you digest. So if you're watching violent movies, if you're listening to, I don't know, I used to listen to a lot of rap music, and it just changed my whole thought process. It twisted my brain and the chemistry and whatnot, and it pretty much rewired itself to make me think that I live their life, you know. I have to be that guy with the drugs and the chains and the this and the that and the whole 9 yards, and now I listen to jazz, lo-fi, hip-hop, and a bunch of other calm music. Vince Guaraldi, the guy who made Charlie Brown music. I still catch myself watching shows that are, I guess, pointless or mind-numbing, but not as much as I used to. Like, I used to watch Family Guy and all that. I cut all that stuff out. You know, this video is 14 minutes long. I need to get off of this. And you have to be careful with what you're digesting, seriously, because it'll rewire how you think and how you think about yourself. It can mess with your confidence. It can make you feel high. It can make you feel low. There's a lot, you know. And then there are things that pretty much what you should be doing is only adding to yourself. Anything that adds to you, listen to your gut, because anything that does not feel right, it is not right. You know, I guess I do owe YouTube a nice long video. for slacking on the job, huh? Won't catch me slacking it. But yeah, so you have to be very mindful about what you digest. Food is really important. An exercise regimen, but let's not get into all that because if you don't feel good, you can't look good, and if you don't look good, hey, you can't think right. And if you can't think right, how you gonna accomplish your goals? Can't accomplish your goals, can't be happy. And if you're not happy, then what else is there? Because you're responsible for your happiness, as Will Smith put it. Nobody else is responsible for your happiness. You should never get into a relationship where you're counting on the other person to make you happy because you're making them accountable for your happiness. And that's not fair to them. Because who's to say that I have the right set of tools to piece you together when all the tools you need are right here within yourself? So, I think I'm done talking now. I feel productive. So I'm going to continue to do this every day, and then I'll make another video, My Life Part 4, where I'm pretty much telling a story about my journey and from when I was young and made a lot of bad decisions up until now, where I have my own apartment, going to college, well, going back, I think next month, or I'm going to travel, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I've come a long way. I do not have much to complain about. Remember, your situation can always be worse. But it's up to you. No negative thoughts. No negative self-talk. No circumstance can defeat you unless you defeat yourself. Fear can no longer be your excuse. Use it as an asset. Use it to fuel your fire. Not pour water on it. Add logs to it. But anyways. And always remember, better must come, regardless of how bad it is or how bad it gets. Keep going. And that's Les Brown. It may not be the exact words, but yeah. So regardless of how bad it is and how bad it gets, keep going. Keep going. Keep trekking.